Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in central Scotland. So today I am filming my project for the SU Colour Challenge. It's a Facebook group that I take part in. I'm part of the admin team for this, and each of us usually kick you off with a wee design based on what the colours are. Now I will put the link to the group in the description box below, so it's open to all crafters to come and join us and have a go at the colour challenge. So yeah, it's all based on Stampin' Up! Colours, so if you've got some Stampin' Up! Colours and you want to come in and have a go and kind of stretch your creativity a wee bit, colour challenges are great for that. So I think my design goes live on the 12th of September, so I'll set this video to go live that day as well. You're not required to do a video, as just I decided I would. So I'm using the Ringed with Nature stamp set, and the colours in this month's challenge for September are Merry Merlot, Granny Apple Green and Early Espresso. So quite a rich combination, and I have paired that up with Very Vanilla neutral colour so that for stamping on. And I am just going to make a very simple layered card using some of the stamps in this lovely set. Not the house this time, but I'm thinking that I will be using that very soon. It's just gorgeous. So this set, I haven't really used the stamps much. I think I might have used the designer series paper that was in Celebration that goes with it. I've obviously used the Just For You stamp and got it very stained. But that was because I used the Just For You stamp to make my tags for going to backstage. These were my swaps, and I've got a few left here. Anyway, back to this. Do you know, I'm not going to take too long on it. So I've got a piece of Very Vanilla and then a layer of Early Espresso there, and a blank card in the Granny Apple Green. So apart from the Very Vanilla, I'm not introducing any other colours into this. I will simply do my stamping using these three colours. Now first of all, to get my sort of composition idea here, I'm going to use this big flower from the stamp set here. And I'm just going to make, okay, oh no, I've blobbed. There must have been something on there. Now let's turn it over. Good start, not? Right, so with the Merry Merlot, or Merry Merlot, different ways to say these things, but I am just going to stamp one full flower here with that, and then ink it up again and do another one, but not fully on. I'm leaving gaps so that I can add some greenery, and then one up here that's sort of off the page a bit as well, so it's kind of to give a sort of crescent shape. And then I'm going to add some greenery and some other little flowers. This little trio here I'm going to use, and just pop it around. I'll just pop that on there and take the flower stamp off and pop it in my tray to be washed. It's just, I'm going to use Merry Merlot again, or Merry Merlot. Stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, stamp on, stamp off. Not left myself much room to get some leaves in there, but I will endeavour to get some green in there. So Maybe I could have done that before, but it won't matter. We'll just, so we've got this little leaf here. There's also this one. So I don't know whether to have a wee go with the little one first. See how we go. I pop that on there just now so I don't lose it. I just pop the Mary Merlot out the way, and I'm just going to get some green in here. I'm not worried that the leaves are going, I hope I've kept that in the middle there. I'm not worried that the leaves are going over. Oh, I've started it. I wasn't sure that I'd started filming there, but I am. Okay, so just adding in some green. It doesn't matter they go over the other flowers, that's fine. Because that's as it would be in a bouquet of flowers. They would all kind of overlap each other. These flowers are looking, I want to put more in because they are looking a wee bit sort of as if they're floating there, these flowers. So let's try and pop this leaf in a wee bit as well. I mean, there is a stalk that goes with the flowers, but you just make it up as you go along. I'm just stamping because it's fun. Ordinarily, if I was doing a composition like this, I would actually probably bring in another green as well, but because we're sticking with the colour challenge and we're stamping on and then doing second generation, we're getting more than one shade here. So again, I'm just going to kind of, these leaves in and around these clumps of flowers, and then they don't look so disjointed. So I'm happy at that actually. A wee bit gap there, so let's just add another leaf in here. There we go. I'm good with that. And then we want a sentiment. So love, I'm not ready for Christmas yet, but I will be soon. I think I'm just going to do the thinking of you again because that is a sentiment that we need a lot. I'm just going to pop it on here and just pop these wee stamps. I don't know why I've not got more blocks out, but that's me. Right, so I need this early espresso in now. I'm going to put my sentiment in early espresso. So now I have used all three colours. So I'm just going to tuck this in about here. Thinking of you. Now I could leave it at that. I mean, that's just a very pretty card with a simple composition, but I just want to play and show you a wee trick with this stamp set. So It does give you a sort of stylised top of an acorn. Now this stamp goes with these stalks, which I would say they're mushrooms or toadstools. But if we use this one upside down, we can make an acorn with that. So I'm just going to do that. What I want first is some greenery. So I want to get this, there's a sort of branch here. So we'll use the green and put some greenery in the top corner, and then we'll maybe do, so if I have this coming down, just make, you know, as if it's like, I'll probably overdo it, but that's okay. Now, you don't normally get green stock, so if I take my early espresso Stamp-Right marker, I can just kind of do the stalks and the branch, and then I can make them more attached. And that could just look like it's attached there. Just use your marker to enhance. And then I've got a couple of acorns hanging from here. So first of all, I want to find the top of my acorn. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Oh dear. I'm just going to pop these as if they're hanging from the branch. So I'm doing these full strength early espresso. And then I've got this one. I only want to ink up this bottom. So these three tops that go, I don't want to do surgery particularly on this because I might not do it that often. But these three go together pretty well and go on top of the stalks to look like mushrooms. And I have done a mushroom card, one that went out on the 1st of September. I used the mushrooms from this stamp set. Actually, I was thinking I hadn't used much. I'm just making sure that the ink is only on that, and stamp off, and then bring it round. Yeah, it's not quite joined up, but never mind. So again, ink up. Just make sure there's none on the above ones. Stamp it off. And this time maybe line it up a bit better. There you go, an acorn. That one's okay, but what I might do just to fill that gap in, stamp it off, and then just bring that up a bit. Yeah, and it just makes it a bit darker, but it takes away that line. Just make sure there's no extra ink. Stamp it off. Turn it round. So it's a pretty elaborate card now, which could have stayed fairly simple, but it is a 1-layer card, so it won't be an issue to send that through the post. And all that remains now is for me just to assemble this, and I'm just going to pop it together with glue. I'm just going to make sure all these extra stamps go in the box to be cleaned. Right, and then now I haven't, this is the first video I've filmed since I came back from backstage, so I'm not convinced I've got glue that works. I think I have, but oh yeah, it's coming. But I'm going to, one of my plans is to try and bring you more short videos. I will still keep doing my lives when I can, but I also want to introduce some short videos. So I have just kind of had a wee chat with another demonstrator who's issued a challenge that from the 15th of September it's 100 days till Christmas, and would we like to challenge ourselves to do 100 things before Christmas. So I am wondering if I'm able to do 100 videos before Christmas, probably 100 cards. So you're watching this on the 12th of September. I will have decided by then if I'm going to go ahead, and it may well start on the 15th of September, so watch this space. Oh, I need to cut a piece of very vanilla for the inside of this card. Bear with me, I hadn't done that. Oh, what's the width of this piece? Alright, so I'll just cut this to 14. It's the width of the second layer, so that's... yeah. So, will we do a bit of stamping on there? Well, how's about we just put some mushrooms and then we'll have the whole autumn theme in this card. And I did see a wee opportunity as I was just packing up there, but let's just... where's our colours gone? Right beside me. Okay, so just to show you, slightly different. Stamp the mushroom stalks off the page in early espresso. I mean, these are just beautiful stamps. See, they've got a little bit of texture in them. And then the top of the mushrooms, I'm just going to clean it off because I'm changing colour. I'm not sure that early espresso and Mary Merlot would be a nice mix. I think it would just give you a muddy look. I'm just inking these up in Mary Merlot and plain simple, just aiming these at the tops of the stalks. And there we have a mushroom image or toadstool image that fits the colour theme of our... Again, you could make a simple card just using that, but I also saw this little heart and thought that a wee Mary Merlot heart would just fit in this gap here. Because it might be that you're thinking of someone, but you're thinking with them with love. So do you know what, it's so fun to just make it up as you go along. Let's close these up before I do some damage. Thank you, fingers. Janice is home. So there we have it. Just stick this inside your card. Could not be simpler. And how much joy that has brought me. Kind of my first stamping session since I came home from backstage. And there's a blob. Well, what do you know? Okay, well, we'll just have to have a heart there then, won't we? Will it ever end? Are we completely stamping to cover the blob? So let's just pop a wee heart there. And that blob never existed. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I certainly have. Please look below in the description box and oops. The link to our Colour Challenge Facebook group will be down below. And please come and join, come and ask to join and join in. We have a monthly challenge. It's usually 3 or 4 colours. And quite tightening your palette actually makes it easier to create. So thank you very much for coming today. Please subscribe, please press the bell icon, please share with anyone you know who might enjoy this kind of creativity. Thank you.